What's up with the squad? Back with another video. Y'all seen the title was going out. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe, and definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. Please go check out Doug Ansall. Amazing person, amazing dude, amazing videos. Let's get in the video.
Alvin Bragg failed. That's the conclusion. I mean, the case with Michael Cohen and Stormy Daniels and Trump is not over with yet in New York, but legal experts are agreeing, and Trump is calling it out as he comes out for the press conference saying all the legal experts agree, nearly all of them, that this is a sham, this is a witch hunt.
You know, I was supposed to be in a very different state this morning, and the judge actually decided to call it early. It's very unfair. They have no case, they have no crime. It's been determined by everybody, every legal scholar.
So in the end, history will remember Trump is telling the truth and Alvin Bragg as overreaching and lying and being terrible. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. I got two headlines to show you first because one of them's really weird. Like, I didn't expect this one. Okay, here's the headline. Alvin Bragg supported by 1/3 of Trump supporters in New York. 1/3 of the people who voted for Trump accidentally voted for Alvin Bragg. Over a third of New Yorkers who voted for Trump approved of Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg, says exclusive Newsweek poll. By the way, this is why we have to keep getting the education out to the Trump voters. Do not support Alvin Bragg. Do not vote for him. Do not give him money when it comes to fundraising. That's why we do these shows. It's to get the information out. There's kind of basic facts. We're still trying to catch up with about 1/3 of the Trump supporters. About 1/3 of them you still got to know, guys. Turn your back on Alvin Bragg. But here's the other headline that I love. This is from the New York Post. Trump prosecution wind down proves it was always a witch hunt.
New York Post editorial board today, Trump prosecution wind down. It's always been a witch hunt. With a prosecution winding down in Donald Trump's Manhattan case, we have to ask, in the immortal words of Peggy Lee, is that all there is?
So these are major press organizations agreeing with Trump that this is all just a witch hunt. The idea was started by Trump when he said this is a witch hunt. And all the news flipped out and goes, oh, it's so controversial that he would use that term witch hunt. Like they're going, it's so unsubstantiated, so unsupported. And now legal scholars, the press, the culture, many people are, including Democrats, are starting to say, yeah, this is a witch hunt. Here's Newsweek. Michael Cohen was devastating to Alvin Bragg's case as a legal analyst. So this is part of what brought down Alvin Bragg. The downfall was everyone based too much of this case on Michael Cohen. This guy used to be Trump's lawyer. He was his bag man.
I just noticed he had to dumber and dumber.
Fix it, man. And then he turned on Trump. They brought him out and he was known. Remember, Alina Habba said Michael Cohen just is a famous liar. They've caught this guy in so many lies. It's like there's something habitual about him. So you don't want to have your whole case surrounding this one testimony. And that's where almost all of Alvin Bragg's case was made, by a liar like Michael Cohen and a porn star like Stormy Daniels.
The key element is missing, and it says, what's missing? A crime. There's no crime. You know, they go through all this stuff, and there was nothing done wrong. NDAs are perfect. And by the way, legal expenses, you know, we paid a legal expense. You know what it's marked down in the book says? A legal expense. Again, it's not marked down as construction. It's not marked down as sheetrock and cinder block. It's marked down as legal expense.
Fox News legal analyst Greg Jarrett said Saturday that Michael Cohen, quote, stumbled, fumbled, and mumbled during his cross-examination in the criminal hush money trial against the former president Donald Trump, which he added was devastating to the prosecution's case. So the prosecution's own guy they brought out ended up backfiring and working against Alvin Bragg. Trump, the presumptive Republican presidential nominee, became the first former president in U.S. history to stand trial in a criminal case last month, following an investigation, which is really a witch hunt, by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's office. Trump was indicted March of 2023, last year, on 34 counts of falsifying business records relating to hush money paid to adult film star Stormy Daniels by Michael Cohen, during his 2016 presidential campaign. Daniels had alleged she had an affair with Trump in 2006, which he has denied, And by the way, she has signed a document saying the same, that it never happened. The former president has pleaded not guilty to all charges and said the case against him was politically motivated.
Now they bring it up. Just looking at it, everything that, is said, everything is going through. Now they bring this up.
Comes from the White House. Biden, who's mentally unfit. He's mentally unfit to be the president of this country. It's an attack on his political opponent. That's all it is. All of the things you saw over the last 4 weeks, most of it should have never even been brought up.
Jarrett's comments on Fox and Friends on Saturday referred to how Cohen responded to questioning from Trump's defense team about phone records and text messages. Cohen previously claimed that he spoke on the phone with Trump about the hush money payment to Stormy Daniels before wiring the money. On Thursday, Trump's defense attorney, Todd Blanche, presented a new message. So this was never seen before, and they bring it out in public, between then Trump bodyguard Keith Schiller and Michael Cohen, with Cohen asking, quote, "Who can I speak to about harassing calls to my phone and office," unquote. According to phone records, there was then a call between the two, which Cohen testified on Tuesday was to speak with Trump. Quote, "This is the call that you testified about on Tuesday, that you had a conversation with President Trump," Blanche said, to which Cohen responded that, quote, "part of it was about the harassment calls noted in the text, saying, quote, I knew that Keith was with Trump at the time," unquote. Quote, "It was shown that he, Michael Cohen, lied to the jurors," this is the big one, guys, "in the courtroom about a critical conversation he swore he had with Donald Trump, payments to Stormy Daniels," unquote. Jarrett, a former defense attorney and author who is also known for his pro-Trump stances, said, quote, "It was a classic gotcha moment," adding that the testimony was devastating to Bragg's case. Michael flat out claimed that he had a conversation with Trump about paying Stormy Daniels that did not even happen with Trump.
Today, this is Alan Dershowitz. Today, the target is Trump. Tomorrow, it may be a Democrat. After that, you and me, who knows? The criminal justice system is on trial in New York.
He lied, didn't just lie, lied in front of the judge, in front of the jurors. And
bad look, I would say, as in for the jury. I don't really know, how they work, right? But for the judge, Judge Merchan, I don't like the judge. I don't like what he's about, or Alvin Bragg.
Now he is no longer a trustable witness. That is the whole failure of Alvin Bragg's case, is he put too much credit on Michael Cohen. The 12-member jury is responsible for determining whether the former president is guilty or not guilty of the 34 offenses charged. According to New York State Unified Court System, if a juror finds that any witness has intentionally testified falsely as to any material fact, you may disregard that witness's entire testimony. Those are their instructions. Or you may disregard so much of it as you find was untruthful, and accept so much of it as you find have been truthful and accurate," unquote. Quote, "Without Cohen, there's no case against Donald Trump. Nobody else ties him to any of the bogus crimes alleged in the whole indictment," Jarrett said.
I don't think there's one person that says that this trial is legitimate, and everybody's talking about the judge. The judge shouldn't be doing this trial. He's totally conflicted. This is the most conflicted judge probably in the history of the court system. And everyone knows what I'm talking about.
This case is over, guys. Alvin Bragg screwed up. Judge Juan Merchan never should have had this thing go forward. The house of cards is falling apart on the Democrats right before their eyes. What do you guys think?
Honestly, it's over with. And that I know a lot of people you can't really say that this and that. And I know, necessarily you can't. Obviously if it's, and what we dealing Alvin Bragg, and of course you got Judge Merchan. But just seeing how they're putting, obviously they call it a star witness. You got them lying to the jury. You got them doing this and doing that. And more evidence, more text messages, phone calls, everything's coming out. It's too much out there. It's too much out there, and it's over with. Can't even name a crime. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Make sure y'all comment down below your thoughts. Catch y'all on the next one.